Okay. Doing this in real time. Try to figure out what we're doing. Okay, so we unpacked it. Install foot frame. Okay, so the foot frame is the stand. Open screw bag. Take out 12 pieces foot frame. Use screws to assemble 12-piece foot frame. See below picture. Well, shit. All right. This is the directions on how to install this thingy. That's what they give me. So, I'm not going to bore you watching me assemble it. I'm going to assemble it off camera, but I am going to time myself doing it so that you know how long it actually took me to do it. So, we're going to do that. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, I'm back. So, I assembled it. It took me 30 minutes to assemble it. If the instructions were terrible, if I hadn't had experience assembling these types of stands before, I never would have been able to do it. I'm not even 100% sure I assembled it the way they think I should assemble it. The next thing is I'm thinking is this is very low to the ground. I mean, I'm short and it's low. So I'm thinking I want to raise it up some. So I think it's modify time. My thought is raise it up on a wooden platform and give it casters so we can roll it around. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to see what I have for supplies and if it's something we can do tonight. So hold that thought. I'm back. Hint, glue tape the feeding board thingies, parts. Glue tape them up so they stay out of the way because they're going to be in the way. Okay, so what me and the boy figured out was it needs to be on the outside holes because there's like 3 holes on this top on each side, but it's only like the first hole. So I don't know what the other 2 holes are for, but that's all right. Okay, so I'm going to go with the idea of the bolts in the washer up top, go through the rubber foot, and then a washer and a nut on the other side. And I'm not going to tighten it until I have all 4 in place. So, okay, so 2 hours it took me to assemble this whole thing. And that's including building the stand, which granted is scrap what I already had cut. I just screwed everything together and threw on some casters. But, okay. Okay, so overall, it wasn't hard to put together, but the instructions suck. And my only concern is I have some leftover pieces. Okay, so my opinion, unboxing it. It's made out of metal. It was overall easy to assemble. The directions are terrible. Now what I did was I tried not to, I wanted to go in this like just going in and not researching it on YouTube on how to put it together. Because let's face it, we all go to YouTube. I didn't. I Just went by the instructions. So we'll find out tomorrow when I actually try to run it. But that will be tomorrow. This is tonight. So I got a piece of white oak that's got, marks on it. And I got a 2x4 that's got the printer symbol, on it. So I'm going to start with the 2x4, try running it through, and then I'll try the oak, and we'll see how both do. Okay. You have no idea how nervous I am. Very, 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 very nervous. I've never used a planer before. Ever, 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 ever. Not to mention, this one came with such wonderful directions. I don't know if there's anything I'm supposed to take off before I use it or not. Okay. It actually looks like it's too high. Okay. Okay. I hope it doesn't show how nervous I am. Whenever I use a tool for the first time, something scary like this, I'm a nervous wreck. Especially when I know I assembled it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, can you guys see it okay? Kind of. It smells hot a little bit, but all the thingies are spinning, so we'll find out. And it says, please read the instruction before using. We all read the instructions. There was nothing on it. Okay. Okay. I have a sneaky suspicion something's not going right here, but I'll keep trying. It works! See, it took the stamp off. Okay. It worked. No. I don't see any, what they call it, snipe. Okay, so now we're going to try the oak from Dad's. So, of course, this is going to have to go down a lot. So, I'm going to go down to here. Then I'm going to go up a little bit. Because I really don't know. Okay, now I held it up at the end so it stayed level. And that seemed to have stopped the snipe. So that worked out well. So making sure that the other side is level, you know, so it's get a good flow. Are you even seeing any of this, or am I just making a big mess? Okay, so now it's nice and smooth. Okay. Can you see that? It's smoking. It's freaking smoking. It's 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 freaking smoking. It's smoking. Sorry, I'm losing my cool. It's smoking. It's smoking. It's smoking. So, it's smoking. Sorry, have I said that a few times already? Let me say it a few more times. Smoke was coming out of it. That makes me very nervous, in case you're wondering. Pretty sure you can tell it makes me very nervous. It makes me very, very nervous. Why is it smoking? Lefty loosey. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, because I'm pretty sure you can access the blades and stuff by taking off. I'm going to bring you over here. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. Don't get too car sick. Sorry, I'm freaking out a little bit. Don't like it when things smoke. Okay. I just don't want to burn my house down. I don't want to cut my hands off. Grown attached to my hands. Actually, my hands are attached to me. And I've grown attached to my house. So, what if I was just an average person? How would I know this? First of all, how would I get this put together correctly? Second, like, how would I know to, like, stop when it was smoking? Well, I guess everyone knows. It's kind of common sense, I guess. But as we've learned in the last few years, sense isn't that common. Okay, so I should be able to pull this off. So I cleaned everything out. I looked at everything. What I am going to do is I'm going to put this other thing there. This just kicks the stuff out instead of see like this. It just shoots it out. Let's see if that makes a difference. Okay. I'm going to plug it in. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on. Okay, now I'm going to unplug it. This came out. Looks like a wire, so I'm like they might tie something down. So let's look at this instruction manual. What is this string? It's right there. It's this plastic. Okay, so I'm going to bring you down here with me. See, this is the string. This is the belt thing that seems to be pulling apart. It's like the case for the belt wheel thingy. Okay, is starting to shred, and the belt is starting to shred. And so all this here is shredded plastic, which must be from that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go on YouTube and research what people are saying about this planer. So I've been doing some YouTube watching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this panel, and it should show me that plastic case and that belt right there, so we can see if we can figure out what's wrong. But this panel should come off pretty easily. Okay. I got it off. A lot of freaking work to get that off. So my next question, I just hate dismantling this all. Makes me nervous. Because when I was watching him take apart the DeWalt planer, it didn't have a plastic cover on its belt. So, you're like, you're going to destroy your planer. Well, here's the thing. If I can't figure out how to make it so it doesn't smoke, I'm never going to use it because I'm going to be a nervous wreck. So, let's not worry about that anyways. Okay, so this belt is shredding. But what is it shred? Is it shredding because of that plastic? It's like beat up bad. So my next question is if I get rid of, I'm going to have to order a new belt because this belt is going. Did not come with good instructions. The metal pieces are great. The plastic pieces are not. I will now dismantle it and see if I can get a replacement belt for it. Unfortunately, I would not recommend this planer to anyone, but especially a beginner who would not realize what was happening. So, off belt shopping. Thanks for watching.